Greetings and welcome back to our last Azlanti run. Our dear Skald, Kormakr, is doing actually really good. But who's just joining in here live and maybe also watching the VOD. We are running for a dual-wielding, axe-throwing build, as we just talked about dual-wielding in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It's running pretty good. It's running pretty good. We have, I think we attacked now 4 or nearly 5 times with our axe. At level 7, and we'll go even crazier from down the road. We have a Ring of Protection 1. I see everybody's here. Let me give you that Ring of Protection. Okay, beautiful. So we just arrived at the estate over here, Heaven's Edge, and apparently a tragedy happened here. Everybody died. Some high paladins, some high clerics have been found dead on these estates. An Inquisitor and I think the boss of Huldrun? What's that Inquisitor's name? That asshole from Kinabris. That's like seeing enemies everywhere. And so there was a whole death spree happening. Everybody, Huldrun, thank you. So I had it good in my brain. So was a death spree happening in here, and everybody was found dead, even demons and paladins and all thing alike, except of our dear companion over here, the noble asshole Daeran. I kind of like him. I don't know why, but something is about him that I like. Even though he's acting like a little bitch, he means good. And I'm eager to find out what's going on here. And we're now here investigating on the behalf of the Inquisitor that was standing above Huldrun, or his boss. And it was like, well, I was a young lad when I was here checking out this estate, and now I would like to go back and have a look at it again. So here we are. Let's see what we can do. Sir Bitesalot is still not big enough for Regil to ride it, so we are not taking him with us at the moment.
My not so numerous, but nonetheless dearest
Of course,
guests.
naked people.
About a year ago at my last birthday party, I assured you all that I nurtured a deep-seated hatred for boring people who give protracted speeches in the misplaced belief that their inner thoughts are of any interest to anyone but themselves. Now I am a whole year older and also a full-fledged crusader, an honorable position
What's his birthday?
that requires me to be as dull, pedantic, and vexing as I possibly can. Therefore, a speech it is.
Oh, he's having his party over here. Okay, I'll have to bring chat up here nonetheless. Like, not looking good down there. David, no, it's made by Alcad. They have made Pathfinder Kingmaker, now Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, and are working at the moment at Rogue Trader, a Warhammer 40k universe game. Let's make a speech because fuck you guests. Exactly. So weird. Feels weird missing a whole day of playthrough. Well, it will be on the tubes as soon as possible, so you can catch up.
The revered cleric Nestrin, my guardian and tutor,
Nestrin
often told me that those who live a sinful life may expect to join the abyssal hordes after they die. This is why their path is the most despicable of all. A part of their soul may return to Mendev in the abominable form of a demonic invader.
Whoa. Okay.
Every time we see a demon, we might as well think about it. What if this wretched creature used to be your great-great-grandfather? What if certain parts of this pointy-tailed beauty used to belong to your pious cousin? They say that the demons represent the sins of the souls they are made of. Succubi emerge out of lustful souls. Vandals turn into Abracandilu. Gluttons become Nabasu. I, for one, am determined to commit as many different sins as possible, so that the distributive mechanism of the abyss breaks when it tries to decide what to do with my soul.
I see.
You, my dearest guests, will be my assistants in this complicated task. Eat, drink, and indulge yourselves in whatever vices you can. Let nobody leave this house as righteous as they entered it. Live every day like it's your last. After all, nobody knows when that day will arrive, do they?
Daeran smirks and finishes his wine and tosses the glass on the ground. Wow. How interesting. Inquisitor Leotr whispers in your ear from behind. Oh, there he is. There he is. Tarek, thank you for the channel points. You're unlocking a 12-hour stream. Oh, no, what I missed? Leper smile since you're here. I want to ask 2 questions, but I'm sure if you figured those out, well, it would be spoilers. Leper smile. I can't recall it right now. What was Leper smile? Do you find anything interesting? Nothing, really. I just took a note of a few things, attempting to find out whether anything unusual or mysterious has happened to the Count over the last 10 years. During my conversation with the acquaintances, 2 people noted that he never speaks of the revered Nestrian, the priest of Yomade, who was his guardian and tutor. Yet, he just mentioned Nestrian in his speech, whatever that might mean. Oh yeah, we did that. I sent in the cleric of art, Solias. Man, I'm so bad with names. I sent him in. He managed to survive. We killed the broodmother. We did not figure out some parts in there, but we figured out that somebody is betraying us and planted a handkerchief or some ornaments dipped in the sacraments of the hive. Social, thank you. And we managed actually pretty good to do that part. We even managed to, I think, loot everything in there. And broke the staff of some Lich King. I think it was some Lich King. He was... The spirit entrapped in that staff was not very happy that we broke it. And, yeah. Zacharias, there we go. What was attracting the swarm was the broodmother and some ritual. That's what we know. Because we can actually die forever there, so this choice matter. Yeah. I thought as much that there will be probably a permadeath on whoever sent in there. So I did find the one of Zacharias and decided to break it. Somebody in chat mentioned Sally that I did break it because that would unlock some more lore and a potential encounter with Zacharias, I guess, himself, who's the lich behind it. And, yeah. Is your bard the type to try and sleep with anything, no matter what? Is that because it looks like me, that question? And it's a Skald. Skald or a mix of barbarian and bard. So he's a barbarian. So he tries to drink everything he finds, no sleep with it. Exactly. He believes in the accidental god. We listened to that song about that. Definitely looks like a romantic. Broski, you know it. Grumpy, thank you for channel points. So... You told me that he tried to find out anything odd that happened to Daeran over the last 10 years. Some of his servants complain about strange occurrences in the house, like objects moving by themselves or candles going out. Of course, that could simply be a figment of their imagination. It is also very well known that the Count often invites various spellcasters to entertain him and encourages them to use their magic in mischievous ways. Practically, the whole Mandev knows that the story about the 3 drunk wizards and their teleportation race across the roofs of Canaris after a party of the Count House. What I'm trying to say is that any fluctuation in residential magic at this house are not at all surprising. There are the matter of abduction, however. A gang of bandits kidnapped the Count hoping for ransom, but the only reward he got was death. Afterwards, the Count told everyone that he had hired the bandits himself as a joke. The other mercenary squad had freed him with and executed the bandits was also his employ. Nobody really wanted to delve too deep into this case after confirming the incidents or identities of those wretched cutthroats, but there was one disturbing fact about it all, and I don't mean the Count's bizarre idea of fun. The mercenaries who supposedly freed him had also cut off the bandits' heads after they had already killed them. The fuck? Their heads were cut off? You mean bandits who attacked Daeran? Yes, perhaps I wouldn't have even noticed this detail had I not witnessed Heaven's Edge right after the tragic incident. I remember that we also found several headless bodies, both of guests and demons. We thought they had been decapitated during the fights. Our companions have been finding several heads among their belongings recently. Strangely, things like this weren't... Oh! We also found heads in our pockets all of the time. What? This is an alarming coincidence. Now we have another reason to conduct an investigation. It is crucial that we find out what exactly happens at this tragic feast. Is that linked to the heads finding in our pockets? I wonder. What do we need to do, Inquisitor? Now, that's the hardest part. I need to dive deep into the past of this place, which requires casting several different spells over some time. It would be very convenient for me if anybody interrupted the process, especially the Count himself. I don't think he remembers my face, but a suspicious stranger casting unknown spells might attract his attention. All in all, what I want is to distract the master of the house. Right now, he's playing host in the very place I'd like to start with. So how do I distract him? I don't know, maybe your companions can assist you somehow, or I can take a look around. Perhaps there's something that can help us. Understand. Good luck, come back to me when the Count leaves. I will tell you everything I managed to find out and maybe even show you something. Okay. There is wine all about. Drunken nobles. While of the world wounds. A jug of wine is used creatively, may distract the Count for a while. The decorative plants are in miserable states. I see. There's some wine could distract them. I don't really think so.
Let us be off.
So let's talk to Social. I can imagine how lovely this manor must have been before the war.
Let's move.
A prudent choice.
Zmeden, Grunjik, how you doing? Welcome in. For those who know, please don't say anything. But for those who don't, do you guys have a theory what might have happened and why there are beheaded people put in the pathway of all of this? I wonder if you guys have an idea about it. Yeah. I'm a little bit worried, and I hope that it's not inclining anything with our dear friend over here. So give me a quick second. There you go. Some death cults. Maybe. But why does severed head appear in our pocket? Wondering of that, do we have a head right now in our pocket? No. If someone landed a party of the old brats. Sela is, of course, drinking already. Never know when, or you'll get another chance to rest. Have some fun during this time. Can't stop thinking about the last party in this manor. All the guests died, every single one of them. I don't know why, but this dwarf guy looks like Zoltan. I'd follow you to the wonderful gouge ride of the abyss if he throws a feast this good. He kind of reminds me of Zoltan, Chad. Zoltan, that you? For those who don't know who Zoltan is, it's a dwarf from The Witcher. Adore this estate. So much beauty and so much quiet. I want to cast some bizarre summon ritual. Could be. I want to cast Heroism, but does the perceptions check not only go for my character as I move around? This estate could be remade into a formidable defensive outpost. It should be expropriated for the sake of the war effort, and the owner compensated after victory is secured. Launch to the world.
It won't work.
The brickwork looks strangely uneven. So it's making my checks.
Follow me.
So I myself do check. No, it looks like I'm doing the checks here, running around. Nobody in my camp. Bonuses on skill checks in general. But yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Let's throw some heroism on me.
I'll make my own legend.
Double axe. A lot of shields. This door is sealed and looks like it hasn't been opened for a long time. And there's that brick thing over there that might make me see through. There's wolf shift. There's the party going on. There's some dorm over here in a bathroom. What we got here? Stories told by spirits. The Knight with the Harrowed Hands, Knabra's Medium Alliance Publishing. Might go through it. The Legend of the Pathfinder by Daeran, 1000 Revolution. And found some engraved lucky bracers. And a lot of money. Found Selenia Nevia Darad Arande with her infant son Daeran. Like typical aristocrat portraits, this one depicts a young mother having fun with her child on a seesaw. Interesting. So what is that doing? Clear purpose. This bracelet allows the wearer to cast healing spells without provoking attacks of opportunity. They also grant a +2 bonus on concentration checks. Oh, hello there. Yes. One dad. That's very helpful. Is there something that increases my perception? Is there such spell? Do I have such spell? Probably something like a cat eye or something like that. I don't know. I can't think of something at the moment. I know that heroism is like increasing all my skill jacks by 2. Don't think that I have something that might do even more.
This is my path.
Yeah. I mean, I have Sense Vitals. But it's only for enemies.
Let us be off.
So, we got here. Count on Daeran's servants.
Let's move.
Check this place out first. This door is sealed and looks like this hasn't been opened for a long time. Been broken over here as well. Also sealed and not open for a long time. What we got over here? Elemental essence. Okay. We'll see in log if you failed perception check anyways. So you're aware if you missed something. That is true. Nenio. That shocked me that she's a freaking kitsune. But psychological premise of morsel attraction of this science, mass murder of gluttony, which article of the encyclopedia should I focus on now? Amber? I don't like it here. This part is stupid. Alright, you had to discover that on Friday too. Surprised Nenny isn't human. Yeah. Yeah. That was flashy. And a lot of wine. Wolf Jiff? Everything here is just so sparkly. I'm just gonna take a look at things and put it right back, honest. Count around these servants. Oh, it is you. Do you remember me? I called upon you to save the Count in Canabris. Oh, he's still alive? Interesting. The music slaps. Music is good. Yeah, it was so cute that she was surprised herself. Like, what the fuck? How can you forget that you are a kitsune? Daeran has been watching the guest with an unreadable expression, turns his head to you and says in a casual tone like he's continuing a conversation that was interrupted. I have always considered myself an aesthete, not a hero. When doomsday comes, I thought I'd pour myself a glass of 100-year-old wine, sit in the front row and just watch the world burn. Playing the violin was also an option, and I'll be damned if I know how I ended up in the 5th Crusade. How did I become the companion of a hero chosen by Yamade? Sometimes the most casual occurrences dictate our fate's curse. I'm afraid that is not always the case. Sometimes it is dictated by alien, but wholly deliberate forces. Tell me more about Heaven's Edge. Well, this estate was once truly beautiful sight, with lush gardens and placid ponds. The house itself is not that large, however. This land was part of the border region even before the World Wounds. So my ancestors took that into account when laying a foundation. The larger the dimension, the harder it is to defend. I'd gladly give a tour, but I'm afraid there's no much to see here. I didn't have much time, so the servants only managed to clean up this yard, the great hall, and a couple of rooms. There's nothing interesting about them, except perhaps the magical firefighting systems powered by water elements. I'm not sure it's still functional, though. You do remember that you're still my field attaché? Planetary something. I demand a report of all your work so far in half an hour. So, why did you really decide to throw a party at the scene of such tragedy? What's this ghoulish farce all about? What an odd feeling. It's like I had been lying under the sun in a spectacular meadow in full bloom. And then you barge in to pour a bucket of ice-cold water all over me. Is this how you treat people who invite you to their celebration? No, you don't have to answer. I could come up with a polite excuse, but I'd rather match your courteous manners and put it bluntly. I do not wish to continue this conversation. Thank you for ruining my mood. I shall retire to my chambers for a time. The Count gives a potently formal bow and leaves. Interesting.
Follow me.
I'm still sad that I didn't manage to do that check up there. Because I think that would have triggered some sort of mechanism.
March on.
Just saw a portrait of Daeran's mom, so she was an Aasimar too. I guess that's his chamber. Hey buddy, I'm sorry. How wonderful it is to finally stand within these familiar walls again. Weird. Drunken nobles. Don't think I underestimate the importance of the quality rest soldier, but this isn't rest. It's decadence. Compulsive food consumption may be the symptom of several serious neurologic disorders. It may also indicate that food in question bodes exceptional palatability. Can a single family or even a person live in a house this large? There's so much food here. Will let Suit eat everything she wants. She'll become twice as fat and won't be able to fly anymore. Oh, cute. I wonder why the demons who attacked Heaven's Edge choose Plague as their weapon. It was so unimaginative.
Onwards.
Okay. Okay, still is everything blocked? Let's go down. I see you did your pod, Commander. Thank you. Now get ready to watch and listen closely. I will unravel the past of this place and try to show you whatever I find. Oh, what's happening now? Oh. Countess Selena Arande. The hum of voices, laughter, music fills your mind, then the vision comes, fragments by hazy at first, before eventually concealing to reveal a single face. It is a woman of stunning beauty, and her delicate features instantly tell you who she is. The family resemblance of Daeran is obvious. So it's the mother. My dear guests, the Lady of Heaven's Edge welcomes you all today. I hope this day is bright for you as it's for me, because on this day my only precious, sometimes arrogant but utterly beloved child was born. A child is usually a reflection of their parents and caretakers. Countess, will you allow me to humble tutor of this young man, or to address the guests and the man of the hour as well? A new face appears. It's a handsome old man with a strong, dignified posture and a voice that emanates power. There is young Daeran. Can we just one day without your sermons? It's my birthday after all. 10 years ago, the young Daeran had an utterly angelic appearance. His table manners and expressions lacked the dignity of a true angel, however. Dai, I'm sure the revered Nestrian only wanted to hug you and offer you his best wishes on your birthday. Wait, what's that noise? Oh, it's what? Lilitu. The shrill laughter rings in your ears and reverberates in the base of your skull. In the vision, Lilitu appears before the guests of the estate and gives them an exaggerated, scornful bow. The sorceress of evil has come to your celebration, mortals. Did you prepare a treat for me too? What do you want, spawn of the abyss? I have already done everything I wanted to. Hey you, doddering cleric. Look around. Don't you notice anything odd? The plague is in your wine, in your food, in the air around you, in your blood. Soon you all die. Pray to your pathetic goddess and call upon your healing powers all you want, but they're not going to help you. Nothing will help you. I will give you a chance to see it for yourselves, and when I return, the grave realization will have already sunk its teeth into your throats. Oh, how I love watching mortals in their final desperate hours. The demon finishes her speech with her air kiss to Daeran, making him freeze in horror and appears. What the fuck? Maleficent, is that you? Litter shakes his head and slowly exhales, rubbing his temples. The first appearance of the disease in the Lilitu, one of the many sisters of the accursed Minago. So far, everything has seen matches the official version of the events. Who are the people in the vision? Countess Silane Arande was Daeran's mother, and one of the most beautiful women in the history of Mendev. She was an Azimar, just like her son. The old man is esteemed cleric Nestrin, our Count's guardian and tutor. He was well known for his unfaltering faith in iron will. I was only passing acquaintance with him. I can't tell you anything more than that. I didn't recognize the others, but Daeran told me that the first victims of the disease were his second cousin and cousin's wife, hailing from the eastern border. Well, the cleric could have done something. I can't see for certain, but I believe there was nothing he could have done. Magical diseases are already difficult enough to cure, and this plague struck very fast indeed. Now we must find out what happened next. How? I can sense the aftershock of every strong outburst of emotions and memories somewhere in the west wing of the house. Something must have happened in one of the rooms, so please check if anyone is there and distract them if need be. Lord Daeran out of his room. Oh gods. He's not liking me already.
Let us be
Maleficent, is that you? So... I'm sorry. Daeran arches a brow at you, but he doesn't seem to be disturbed by the slightest by your entrance. He's not trying to cover up or get dressed any faster. Commander, I assume that you have an urgent matter that requires my attention. What is this room? Daeran casts a look around the room as he had never seen it before, and then he shrugs carelessly. Just a random room. I told my servants to make some rooms ready. This is one of the rooms they chose. I'm absolutely confident that you won't be able to persuade Sociel to draw a portrait of you. A nude portrait, that is. That sounds like a fine idea. Our cleric will surely turn down a direct request, but you ever tell me that we can sell the portrait at a charity auction? Why have I never before thought of selling my nude portraits at a charity auction? Daeran OnlyFans, I'm telling you. Oh my goodness. It will cause a huge scandal, but it will also be for a good cause. This will give these good botherers something to complain about. You've given me a brilliant idea. I know how you think, mister. And I know that that will be the most intriguing one for you. I know that that was the most intriguing one for you. I see that you're able to, as I asked, prepare yourself. This vision might be rather difficult to watch. And wow! Young Daeran stands motionless by the Countess' bed. His face is pale with fear, and for good reason. His mother, heavenly beauty, is gone. Her smile, once beaming with vitality and happiness, looks more like a grimace of corpse. Only her golden hair still glows, a sad reminder of the healthy young woman she was just a few hours ago. Mother! Can you hear me, Mother? Die, my boy. How did you get there? Countess' voice is fading. Don't come any closer. This disease. Mother, listen. The revered Nestrin has sealed the gates. He says that he won't let anyone leave the estate. If the plague reaches the larger settlements, nobody will be able to stop it. He claims this is why the demons attacked us in the first place. They knew that we would call upon the strongest clerics to heal us. and those clerics would catch the disease and die as well. The fat bear and his family tried to escape, but 3 armed paladins barred their way and said they will not let them go. Mother, we need help. Kenabres is full of clerics, wizards, and demons who know... Demons know who else. Blah, blah. They might know how to stop it. We need to get there as soon as possible. We must obey revered Nestrin. We are the lords of Mendef, and we must protect our people. If the plague, if it reaches Kenabres, thousands of innocent people will die. I don't care about any innocence. Daeran voices rises to a shout. You're ill, mother. You're dying. You must tell them to open the gates and take you to Kenabres. They won't listen to me, but you're the lady of the estate. They can't refuse you. I can't. I must. Please leave, my dearest. Don't lose hope. You can still. A convulsion overtakes the Countess' body. Her last words are swallowed by a long, guttural groan. Holy shit. That's evil. Now but an answer to one of many questions. Nobody went to Kenabres in search of help because the revered Nestrin didn't let them. He valued the safety of the city more than the lives of this flock at the estate. What a difficult choice it must have been. Was there really no other choice? Who can say now? They could have sent to one of the paladins to bring help from Kenabres, assumed that the Knight of Good was immune to the disease. Perhaps Nestrin thought he might need them to maintain order. Or maybe he understood that the demons would not allow anyone to leave anyway. Or maybe the plague was so strong that it could now mow down even the most righteous warrior. We'll never know if any of these hypotheses are true. Latro rubs his chin thoughtfully. I've never been in a revered Nestrin's position, but I know the price of a difficult decision, especially those that you have to make quickly. I have no right to judge him, but we must continue our investigation. The next site I'd like to examine is the Great Hall. That is where we have found the remains of Nestrin and the demons. Assume that he killed them in a confrontation, but we must make sure of that. Please help me clear the area so I can study. Jordarina, how you doing? We'll never know how many, if any. Not many, if any. How you doing? Oh, that was a cute introduction of yourself. Okay, I wonder if that is happening over here. Stop trying to talk me into this. You have never heard nor conscious, Daeran. Even the noble idea of charity becomes a farce when you touch it.
Let's move.
Both this place and its owner make me think of how this deceptive appearance can be, but I cannot deny that the wine here is very good. I don't think these so-called innocents will suffer from knowing that their money and medicine came from a sinful silhouette.
Follow me.
Daeran? There's a feverish gleam in Daeran's eyes, owing the either tipsiness or some overabundance of emotion. Oh, there, Kormakr. That rotter social refused to sketch me in nude for charity, but it didn't upset me too much. The faces he made while I was explaining the idea to him were well worth it. He looked very much like a pious matron being confronted with a talking male organ. One of that was 2 foot long and being held aloft by a pair of golden angel wings. Oh, you enjoying my party? Are you having a good time? How about you? Do you have a good time? Of course I'm having fun. What's wrong? You want me to spend a whole life in fear and mourning? Blaming myself what happened? Fine, let's change the subject. I thought the unique ambience of the Heaven's Edge and the fact that we are on the very border of the World Wound would make this celebration special. I thought the past would resurface and make itself known. Well, it seems even the ghosts don't wish to attend my parties anymore. What can we do to liven up the evening. Should I go for that? I'm doing phenomenal, Jordarino. Thank you kindly for asking. Really enjoying this wonderful, wonderful game. Yeah, I'm kind of very blunt in that regards. I'm a very blunt, straightforward character. Greetings, Outark. The more I observe you, the clearer it becomes that you are hiding something or trying to run away from something. Oh. Now I can decide if you're talking like an inquisitor or a self-proclaimed confessor. I had both, equally of course, and it doesn't matter if you're about to suggest that I pour my heart out to you, or make an honest confession of my misdeeds. The very thought of having such conversation makes my head hurt. I need some fresh air. What are these two doing up there? Here we are again, Commander. So let us have another glimpse into the past. A ripple of laughter flows through the hall that it begins as a sweet, charming chuckle, but then turns into a rasping cackle that makes a Daeran huddle even deeper into his corner. Why are you running from me, my sweet prince? Come, let me touch you. I'll give you herpes. The booming voice of an old man dressed in Yomede's robes shakes the walls of the hall. Get away from him, demon! Let the boy go! By the blade of the inheritor, you touch him only over my dead body. You're pathetic, old cleric. Are you the guardian of this charming little prince? Well, you guarded him in vain. The disease is already circulating in his blood, and soon he will rot before your very eyes. You won't be able to help him, and I can at least make sure his death is beautiful, clean, and sweet. The demon turns her eyeless face to Daeran and licks her lips. A coarse laugh escapes the young man's throat. Ha! We'll see about that! Butcher turns towards you in astonishment. Droplets of sweat glisten on his temples. Something is wrong, Commander. My spells are not working as expected. It's as if some kind of supernatural explosion occurred here 10 years ago, blending everything together. Magical auras, the emotion, and memories. I'll try it again and read it. Could it be dangerous? I cannot say for certain, but it's unlikely. The past is the past, and no one can travel through time except for some unequal power entities like eons or perhaps the eldest of the first worlds. Even though the past of the place is horrible, it poses no threat to us in the present. I'm not sure that you said it right now. Just give me a moment to focus. I will try to channel my vision and feelings to you as accurately as possible. Strippers usually focus on only one who... Wait. Is that a weird martial arts or exotic dancing? Maybe both. Maybe both. Thank you everybody for putting channel points into unlocking a 12-hour stream. Daeran, my boy, what is going on? Butcher's muscled shoulder suddenly begins to shake. The vision he's challenging does not change, but he feels something enormous and chilling silently infiltrate the reality around you. The presence of this nameless being becomes almost palpable. Some alien entity is talking to him. Hurry, old cleric, stop him right now! Do you really want to see what happens when... Save me! Can you save me? The presence thickens into something more tangible. The entity is silent, but you feel your blood pulsing your temples, and each beat brings a new image, or rather a new notion. Help! brings a feeling of relief and safety. Exchange makes the pulse stronger, more demanding. Gates and secret come immediately after the images become heavier, almost visible. Secret, keep the secret, otherwise death, death, death. The gruesome images whirl through your mind, filling it with pain and fear. And then it all starts again. Help, exchange, secret, death. Nessie stretches out his shaking hand, suddenly looking like a doddering old man instead of a mighty cleric imbued with holy power. Daeran, wait! The thing you're about to let loose is even worse than these demons! Daeran's body is quivering like a taut bowstring. His eyes dart from a cleric to the demoness who is frantically casting protective spells. Demons, saints, I'm so fed up with all of you. Burn! What? What the fuck just happened? That looked like some necromancer lich shit's going on. What weapon would a troll use? A mace? I don't know, a troll weapon? It's Cthulhu. Lich opens his eyes with a groan, then he's back on his feet. His legs are wobbly, his eyebrow is cut, but he seems not to notice. Sincere sorrow is written on his face, as well as a strong hint of horror. What? A misfortune? No, what a disaster! Everything is far worse than I imagined. Are you alright? The strain, the emotions, they overwhelmed me and made me faint like an agitated youngster. It is nothing, really. I'll not be able to cast any spells for the rest of the day, but aside from that, I'm fine. Do you understand now what happened 10 years ago? The Inquisitor slowly exhales through clenches teeth and says in a low voice, still massaging his templates. Yes and no. Damn it, my thoughts are astray. I will try to explain everything to you in full detail. Many living things are capable of performing the most extraordinary feats, good or bad, when a deadly threat looms over them. 10 years ago, the young Count found himself cornered in every sense of the word, and he allowed some alien entity to intercede for him. It frightens me that all of my experience as an Inquisitor is completely useless in this case. It does not resemble anything I've ever heard or read about. This entity, I think I will call it the Other, possesses uncanny power. It was capable of instantly killing 3 greater demons, a mighty cleric, and a host of other mortals. You saw everything yourself. What's even worse is that the entity, this Other, is still here. Butter takes a long pause. He gazes is drawn to a chamber where all the guests are laughing and dancing. Daeran's eloquent voice rises above the music for a moment. He's asking someone to bring more wine and add more logs to the fire. I don't know what exactly this creature is, but I know that it did the Count what it did to the Count. It turned him into a living gateway. The Other is not inside the Count's body. It is not directly controlling his mind. That's why there are no obvious signs of possession. But it is looking through his eyes. It treats him like a window into our world, and it can instantly step through to wreak whatever havoc it desires. Does Daeran know anything about all this? Of course he does. Did you hear what the Other tried to convey to us? Help in exchange for secrets? Death. Death to those who know the truth. He wants to have an opportunity to use the Count as a gateway without anyone knowing. This is what made Daeran deny that he remembered anything about the conclusion of what events of Heaven's Edge. What might the Other want? This is the strangest thing about it all. It came to this world 10 years ago and it's still here, right? All this time it has been watching through the eyes of the Count. Had it, for instance, wanted to kill Her Majesty of the Queen, it would have had plenty of opportunities to do so. The Count can get close to particularly every influential figure in Mendev, but the Other refuses to act. Or is it interest lie in some other sphere? Did the other kill everyone then, so disease wasn't to blame? Not everyone, just Nestrin and his paladin, and a few remaining guests. Damn it. I know that was the work of a mysterious omnipotent entity, but it still stings. I was here 10 years ago and I didn't check everything personally, and those who did failed to sense that something was wrong. Could the other be the reason why my companions kept finding severed heads among their belongings? It seems very likely. I'm almost certain you're right. People tend to lose their heads when they got too close to the Count's Arendis anyway. Ha! And I apologize, there was an inappropriate. Perhaps your gruesome finding are the heads of some cultists who tried to kidnap the Count during the Kormakr slaughter. Or perhaps they provoked the other in some other way. Well, we have to do something. Yes, and I now understand Father Nestrin perfectly. I must take a crucial decision despite the dearth of information. Inquisitor falls silent for a while, then looks you straight in the eye. Commander? First and foremost, I must apologize to you. Second, I must ask you to keep this secret. Why should I keep it secret? As soon as the Count finds out that we know his secret, the other will understand it as well. We do not know what it is and what it exactly... the scope of its powers, but we do know that it would dispose of anyone who might reveal its existence. I've made a decision. I will not tell anyone about the discovery we've just made, not even the Queen or my superiors. Instead, I will immediately go to Nerosian and sift through all the archives of the Inquisition in order to find out what exactly we're dealing with and how it can possibly be defeated. I may also make some cautious inquiries on other places, including Absalom. Still, I will not reveal the truth until I have found at least some reliable information. I'm asking you to do the same. Specifically, do not say a single word about your investigation to the Count himself. What are you going to do with Daeran himself? At the very least, he's guilty of letting others... So you want me to lead the crusade while carrying a bomb with me? I'm afraid that you won't be able to hide from consequences when this bomb does explode. It is up for you to decide, though. Fuck! You want to keep that secret? You want to talk to Daeran? I mean... I mean, if he's controlled, I should keep it a secret. And pretend that I do not know about it. Because otherwise the thing knows that I know about it and will try to, like, me before I know how to beat it. I'm trying to make a troll character for roleplay, but I don't know what a weapon I should start with. Locksmurfing. What kind of roleplay are you talking about? Mind flares, you heathen. Pigmac, how you doing? Welcome in. Happy Odin's Day. To your Chark. Skald. Another charge from outside the reality behead everyone that is too close to finding the secret. I wonder if I should reveal that I know that secret. Exactly. Fine, I'll keep my secret. Made the right choice. I recommend that you go back to the guests and spend the rest of the evening as you please. Anything else might raise suspicion. I must leave immediately in search of knowledge. We all need to desperately. Farewell, Commander. May the light of Yomade guide your path, and Loiter Hawkblood will try to keep your path to triumph clear of any unwanted guests. Fucking hell. Okay. Wow. Still sealed. The party going on out here? Let's see. Tell me honestly, did you come here only to make sure that I don't have fun, even at my own birthday party? No? I'm sorry. You know what, you're right? Disney wasn't afraid to come here, so that's why he did it. Because of that fear. Oh man. I'm kind of not happy that I did not manage to do that check over there. But looks like we're gonna leave. Sayla and Lan are drunk. Even less inclined to give Daeran good a slap. I'm watching our account and wondering if I imagine his head as a boiling pot. What kind of brew is bubbling inside? Okay. Well, let's leave that place. Dragabane, a Swedish D&D remake from the 90s. Ooh,
Let us
interesting.
be off.
Well, there I cannot really help you. I mean, are we talking about a troll as a proper troll? Or like a troll isn't trolling the others? That was an interesting encounter. Demon's army. Let's attack them. A living goblin as a mace. Incubis. Wabam. Bam! Another one bites the dust. Dude, they have a lot of range. Good. Oh, you son of a bun. Does that mean they're all afraid? Lay on hands. Ow! Make sure to kill some of you guys. Shoot back there. Lay on hands. Let's attack. Shoot. Good. No, I didn't want to shoot him because he's protecting himself. Keep doing later on hands. On him. Boom! Wow. That was a nasty find here. Lost a lot of people. Lost a lot of people. That one bites the dust. Oh, you son of a gun. There we go. Ouch! My losses. Oh, goodness gracious. A proper RPG troll. Strength based warrior with breastplates. I would go for a big club. Or... Depending how crazy you can go. The Crusaders took out the ruins of Sarkorian settlement and put to the sword all demons defending it. Scouts are reporting a sinister-looking lair nearby. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, we don't have the money for that. Been so spoiled with combat systems Fallout 1 and 2, Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, that this one looks like one of those card games during fights. This is like the... I call it the Heroes of Might and Magic version. Let's travel back. Have a good rest over here. You can, of course, if you have not played it before, Big Mac or Pig Mac, Big Mac, you don't have to play it turn-based combat. The character combat over here, not so much though. The overmap combat that's happening there. The Heroes of Might and Magic approach. Daeran, let's have a look. Look around the place, the count seems quiet and dejected. Ah, Kormakr. Oh there. I'm feeling uncharacteristically pensive right now, or rather, I'm finding it rather difficult to put my thoughts into words today. I'm trying to understand something. We've been traveling together for a while. What's your opinion of me? I know the truth about you, and I'm... Aww. Don't let anyone get close. There might be a good reason for that, but you can always count on me if you need any kind of support. Daeran's eyes widen in shock, and he looks at you with a bewilderment. Then he smiles. Have you any idea how terribly insipid you sound? Throw in some extra nonsense, like you can confine me, and I'll be damned that you were raised by a couple of tried playthrough who put you to sleep by reading their boring scribblings on the working of their hearts. Fine. Do you know why I asked you that? Because the answer of the question, what do you think about me, usually reveals about the one doing the answer, than one doing the asking. Now that I've got you thinking, let's process the usual small talk. Do you want to talk about your past? I've been thinking about a lot about what happened since our visit at Heaven's Edge. Do you want to write me a detailed report? You're the commander of the Crusade, not a personal biographer. What do you need this boring trivia? Okay. Okay, fair enough. Relax. Oh yeah, it's not the actual fights. The actual fight is happening on here. That's just like the overmap thing. So, do I need any other scrolls, I wonder? We've got a lot of bulk stuff. Cold iron, double war thing. Don't need that. Sell that all. Deal. So, let me see. I have 7k. In price in descending order. Scroll of Resurrection, Scroll of Raised Dead. Oh, that's the one. Restore the life of a decent party member. Coming back to dead is no ordeal. And there's another one as well. But he doesn't have it anymore. I bought them all. Voldemort, Greater Brass Dragon Kinds. Black Dragon. Ooh, nice. True Seeing. You cover the subject ability to see all things. as they actually are. The subject sees the exact locations of creatures or objects on the blur or displacement effects. Nice. Scroll of stone to flesh. Might need another one of these. I wonder if there's like an scroll of protection against being petrified. One of that is a thing. But yeah, let's also grab one of the scroll of the raised dead. And I need 600. Fuck. Don't have that money. Then let's just grab the scroll of raised dead. I have one. Okay.
Follow me.
I'm so wondering what kind of entity that is on the other side. Watching. As Pigman pointed out, and Mind Flayer might be a good option or a good possibility. I'm not sure if they called Mind Flayers in Pathfinder though. Talking of Mind Flayers, super excited for Baldur's Gate 3. Oh my goodness.
March on.
Can't wait. Can't wait. Okay, let's have a rest. Man, there's chests. I could sell these. And grab something for it. No need at the moment though for it. Bookwise. The Crusades of Scene of the Ordinary Folk. I see. We're gonna sell the books later on.
Onwards.
Let's have a rest. What kind of scroll do I want you to create? Scroll of spiked pits. And we're gonna eat. Not fish on a stick, but that one that lets me go a little bit further. Before becoming fatigued. Oh, that's actually it. Fish on a stick, okay. Let's have that. And we're gonna have Daeran cook it together with Sarah. And over here we're gonna have Nenio and Wolfchief make the scroll. Let's begin resting.
If I ever find myself in a temple of Shaylin, which side should I turn to face the altar so I don't offend her?
Face her with your heart.
Aww. Okay, gotta try this game. Just worried about the odd combat states. What do you mean by odd combat state? You can alter the playstyle to your liking. If you enjoyed Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, you can play this and click over here, turn-based mode off, and it's just like normal combat with pause, action, unpause, action, pause, blah blah. Like you know it's from Baldur's Gate. And you can also say that you don't want to have to do anything with this Heroes of Might and Magic top worlds battle thing going on like this year. You can totally skip all this and just go around and do your tasks. Underground hideout. It would be hard to spot the narrow passages leading underground, even if it's concealed before Demon's invasion. Sorcerers hid here, helping the Brethren flee from Sarkoris to more hospital lands. Their organization fell into obscurity long ago, but someone continues to hide the entrance from curious eyes. We shall find it out. Why and who and what. Demon's army. There's a big bull. Interesting. Enter the hideout. Let's hope I'm not getting more than I can bargain with over here. Can always leave, of course. So, before we do anything, buff. There we go. And you,
No
please
reason to pause.
get on your horse. Saddle up.
Let's move.
Why is there somebody hanging?
Stealthy approach.
Masterwork dagger.
Follow me.
Okay. Let's attack the elk.
Crossed the wrong mongrel.
Let's have some fun.
I would like to have your skin and the meats for cooking.
Meditate on your mistakes.
Let's attack the elk
Might make
again.
you feel better.
We are the light. They are the darkness.
Thank you. There we go. This time we skilled successfully. Coral corpse. There's some stuff down below. Okay.
I was never good at stealth, but I'll try.
Perception 19. The bodies covered in terrible wounds. It's clear that they were left not by animal's teeth, but by a skillful torturer's hand. And the blood leads towards that direction.
Let us be off.
There's another one hanging.
Can't hide from me.
There's a trap. The rest move up.
You're a good person.
Doubt
I
is
like
the
you.
heart's greatest challenge.
I hope you appreciate this.
Good. Let's move onwards. There's a stranger up there. Again with those white masks. And it looks like a trap up here.
Let's move.
Let's move away from here. Let's move back up there. Talk to the stranger. I love how fast she's on the horse. I'm actually super happy that they implemented mounted combat. Hey, buddy. I am the answer, but what is the question?
March on.
It's the same thing again. Oh, maybe it was the trap that we've disabled. Okay. Let's enter the cave. I see that the Ozimar Shrine is now working also properly and not being displaced somewhere. There's some fire stuff going on.
A
Okay.
bright future awaits us.
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
Place lights on you.
Let us be off. A stealthy approach.
See some shrooms.
They will break against our resolve.
Oh, hello there. Incubus. Incubus. Ow!
You won't survive me.
Okay. The prayers. So, you guys are
Open.
immune to cold iron, fire and electricity. So gonna make no effect. Do it here and
Spirits demand your blood.
gonna attack this guy. Amber, let's see if we can put him to sleep. Did not happen. Let's move over here. Good. Good. Our turn. Smite evil.
No glory without risk.
Good. Good, good, good. Let's move over here and keep attacking the one who is already injured.
Forwards!
Very good. One down.
Endure this!
Okay. Let's give some greater healing on land. Beautiful. So,
You are today's sacrifice.
okay. Let's see if we can put him to sleep. Successful. Ow. You want to charge? Let's charge over here. Good.
We won't falter!
That's a miss. That's a miss. I should evil eye him.
Make every strike count.
Oh, come on. Take a shot.
Out of my sight.
Let's wait until her. Or AC. Will saving throw failed on Incubus, so he is evil-eyed. That means his AC is lowered, and we should be able to hit him easier. Look at that, 6. Beautiful. Good, good. 2 misses, and he should be dead now.
Right, take you.
Oh, come on!
Strike with all your might.
Boom. It looks like they've been invisible, these little bastards. Let's pop some healing potions because we have way too many. Heal yourself full. Use until fully healed. There we go. That's the new button that we have. Thanks to the mod. And I think I have some See Invisible Communal. There we go. You can cast that. Let's see if we can try that. No, it's not working.
Trust in yourself.
It's Invisible Communal. There we go.
Let's move.
There we go. So
Quiet now. But how will they know I've arrived?
there could be some more of them, and probably there's some more of them. I would strongly advise you to have some Dispel Magic Raider Scrolls at this point. It's some point the most important spells when dealing with magical defenses. Oh. That's true, although you can beat the game on unfair without Dispel once, if you really want. I see, I see. Well, for those watching, you will have a little nasty cliffhanger. I'm sorry. For those watching on the VODs, for those live, we're gonna be back in a bit. But I need a quick pee break. So, thanks for watching. Thumbs up, subscribe, do the good things. Let me know in the comments down below how you like our run so far. And chat, feel free to say bye, YouTube. And then we're gonna see hi, YouTube, just after our pee break.